Today's video will be about the 2019 West Point Special Edition Lincoln penny. So there's, one of the reasons coin collecting and pennies in particular, US pennies, are so interesting there are so many varieties. I just did a pretty long video on the 2019 and all the different varieties that came from the US penny from the 2019 and their mintages. Check that video out in today's video list. And now another very interesting coin is the 2019 West Point penny. Interestingly enough, this is from the mint. And just so you know, they call it the penny. Just saying, it's not that big of a deal. Some people get a little irrational when it comes to the terminology between cent and penny, but even the mint calls it, people who make the penny call it a penny. So it's really interchangeable. One's more colloquial, I guess, than the other. Anyway, not to get off on a tangent. So I recall, right, 2019, this is 2025. It's only been 6 years since the minting of, as of the creation of this video, since the minting of this penny. I remember when these pennies first came out, you were able to buy one of these pennies for $1 or $2. Now this one here is, I believe it's the proof. Obviously we're going to look at it right now. So what are some of the key points about the West Point 2019 West Point penny? All right. So some of this stuff on YouTube is not correct, and I'm about to correct it now only because I've been doing this long enough that I know some of the inconsistencies. All right. A 2019 penny is minted at the West Point Mint. It has a W on the coin for its mint mark. It says it represents the first time a West Point penny was, you know what, maybe I'll just read this here instead of what's on Google, because I'm getting a little frustrated with what it's saying because I know it's not true. Yeah, it is a proof. So let's see what it says here it comes with a, so when you ordered these from the mint, it came in this envelope, special envelope. Each envelope has a barcode on the back, so I guess they scanned it. And here, if you wanted to purchase something, I guess you could just go to the mint. And the 2019 Special Edition Lincoln Penny Collection. You got the 2019 proof, reverse proof, and uncirculated. Okay, this is the first time I'm reading this. Now we have, I guess this is the proof. So I don't know what it means by reverse proof. If the obverse is not proof and the reverse is, or if the reverse is a like a high camo proof or a frosted, I don't know. Anyway, it is what it says right there. This is the penny. We'll look at this in a moment. All right, so that's what it says on the reverse. People purchased these, they ordered them, and then they resold them, or they got tired of it and they resold them. All right, what's it say here? This year, with your purchase of a 2019 United States Mint Proof Set, United States Mint Silver Proof Set, or United States Mint Circulated Coin Set, we're including a special limited edition Lincoln penny as a thank you to our loyal customers. Each penny bears the distinctive W mint mark of the West Point and features either a proof, a reverse proof, or an uncirculated finish. Oh, so this was the gift when you bought the silver proof set from 2019. So it was free. Oh, forget, I bought the last one at $25. It was free, man. Forget about it. Anyway, one of the reasons I wanted this is because, first of all, I don't have any West Point pennies. Now, okay. So online it says that this is the only, I'll read exactly what it says. It represents the first time the West Point facility ever struck a Lincoln cent. That's not true. This is my understanding. And is that this is the first time the penny is, oh, this is the reverse proof. Oh, I didn't even realize that it has a barcode. Oh, this is the reverse proof. I don't even know what that means. Except for the reverse is proof, but I thought all proofs had a reverse proof. Oh, that's so dope, man. So this is probably, well, we're going to look at the mintage in a second, see if they show the differences. Oh, so it's not the first time a penny was minted at West Point. It's the first time it was minted, and then the mint mark was put on it. So watch this. We're going to go to the mintage now, and we're going to look at the how many mintages that they did of each one of these coins. So as you can see there, it says, this is what it says online. It represents the first time the West Point facility ever struck a Lincoln cent, and I believe that's not true. And let's look at the mintage figures. So let's go to 2019. Okay, so 2019. The lowest mintage for 2019 is the uncirculated at 318 million. The second one is the reverse proof at 383 million. So, you know, super low, pretty low. It's a pretty low mintage coin at 383 million. All right. Obviously, this one is even lower, 2018 at under 200 million and so on, right? But it's relatively, in comparison to the billions of other struck coins, it's pretty low. All right. Now, is this the only West Point that was ever, remember what it said in Google, that that 2019 was the first time it was struck, right? Okay, so this commemorated the 110th anniversary of the Lincoln cent. Okay, that's why they did the West Point 110th anniversary of the Lincoln penny. So I guess 110 years ago, prior to 2019, which would be the 2009, I guess, was the first Lincoln Memorial penny. Okay. No, the first Lincoln cent. I'm sorry. Before that, it was the Indian head. Okay. So let's see. Here we got a W, 2019, right? Okay. All right. No W's. Shields. No W's. 2009. No W's. What's this? What's this? 1986, there's a W. 1985, there's a W. 1984, there's a W. 1983 is a W. So why did it say that? Why is there a W here? But on Google, it said it's the first time West Point ever struck a Lincoln cent, because this is not true. So what happened was, and that's why there's a little up caret, is that coins were struck at the West Point Mint, but there's no mint mark on them. This is the last year that they struck. Prior to 2019 was in 1986. So they just absorbed. They put it in for. I forgot exactly how they classify the mintage. If they just absorb it into the Philadelphia and the Denver, but they did do so X amount of West Point pennies, but they absorbed it into the Philadelphia, because the Denver has the Denver mint mark, the San Francisco has the San Francisco mint mark, but the Philadelphia, similar to the West Point mint, did not put a a mint mark on the coin. But it was not the first time a penny was struck at West Point Mint, and that's the point I want to get to. It was done for. So I guess the first time would be here. And it's look. First time West Point produced the cent was in 1974. So it was 1974 to 1986. So for 12 years, the West Point Mint minted pennies and then stopped until 2019. Okay. Now, what is the West Point Mint? That is a picture of the West Point Mint. And as it says here, it's a U.S. Mint facility in West Point, New York, that stores and mints coins. It is located near the U.S. Military Academy by the same name, West Point. What does it do? It stores gold, silver, and platinum bullion. It mints American Eagle coins, silver, platinum, and palladium. It mints commemorative coins authorized by Congress. The history, originally called the West Point Bullion Depository, opened up in 1937, became a branch of the U.S. Mint in 1988, which is weird because they were, obviously, we just saw that they were minting pennies in 1974. So I guess it just wasn't a branch of the mint, whatever that means. Was listed on the National Registry of Historic Places in 1988. This public the West Point Mint is not open to the public. Oh, okay. Security prohibits tours, but special visitors have been admitted in the past. Significance. West Point Mint held 22% of the U.S. gold reserve. It was once the primary storage facility of silver bullion. It produced circulated Lincoln cents for 12 years. That's what I said. So, and let's take one last look at, so this is the reverse, and this is the only year that they put the W mint mark. And this is called the proof reverse. I'm not going to look that up right now. You can look it up yourself. But obviously the obverse is also proof-like. But they call it the reverse proof. Okay, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was slightly educational. I did the work for you. And stay tuned for today's other parts. I'm going to go over the next one the next video I'm going to do for today's episode is a V nickel album fill. So we're gonna get, I purchased this. You're not gonna find this in any roll. I doubt it. There weren't many minted, and that's what we're gonna do next. And we're gonna weigh it. If you purchase expensive coins, you better weigh them. It's probably the easiest and simplest way to know, besides using very expensive instruments to tell if a coin is a fake. All right, please click like and subscribe. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.